Hey guys, so today I'm here. I'm going to go ahead and do a review on something that John and I have had now for about 3 weeks. We've had a little bit of fun with it now, so I'm gonna go and give you guys the review. I got the Samsung Gear VR. I tried it out at the Best Buy Samsung kiosk first, but I did buy it on eBay. I got it for $75 with shipping. It was brand new closed box, so I was the first one to open it and everything. I did not buy it used. It comes in this container. It has the health and warranty information and the getting started guide. Now when you get it out of the box, is not put together, and since I have had it for about 3 weeks, it is already put together, but it brings the straps, the top strap and the side straps separate. You put it on and adjust it to your head, and it has the cover and the actual device. So if you take the cover off, you're able to see the two eye holes there. If you see it from this side, which is the side that you actually wear, you're able to see that the cushions are all around and they are actually very soft and very comfortable. It does also have a sensor here which perceives whether if something is covering it, it perceives that somebody is using it, and it will engage or stay engaged. So for example, if I set a movie up here for John to watch, I will set it up, slip my finger on it, and then hand it over and place it on his head so that he doesn't have to deal with any of the remotes, because he is pretty techy for a 4-year-old, but he's, not quite as advanced as necessary to work all this by himself. At the top, it has this knob. The knob basically moves this portion in or out. It moves this part, this whole portion here, which would have the phone attached. It moves it closer or farther away from your eyes. You use that adjustment to get a better picture. Aside from that button, there's also the volume up and down button, and you have the pad. The pad is what you use to control most of your stuff if you don't get a separate remote to go with it. It also has a back button. Now the back button will exit you out of whatever you're watching, and if you hard press it, it'll take you to your VR menu where you can reorient your pictures and do a whole bunch of other stuff. This one is compatible with the Note 5, the S6, S6 Edge, S6 Edge Plus, S7, S7 Edge. So it is movable. There is a small button in here. You depress it and you slide it either to the B, which is for the smaller Samsung phones, or you pull it, you press the button, and you slide it back. It's kind of hard to do in front of the camera, so press the button and slide it back, and it slides to A. You see the little green right there, it tells you where it's at. A is what you would use for their bigger phones, such as the Edge Plus and the Note 5. Once you slide your phone in, the phone will immediately recognize that it is connected to the goggles. If you have not downloaded the Oculus app, it will ask you to remove the phone from the VR goggles and download the app. So you might want to go ahead and just download it before you even get started. From the Oculus app, when you are connected, you're able to download VR compatible versions of the apps that you may or may not already be using. I downloaded Netflix and Hulu, for example, so that we're able to have the VR experience when we're watching, or when John is watching, like Curious George or anything. It has a couple of drawbacks aside from its size. It is a bit clunky. It is very light though, because it does not have its own battery source, which is when I come into my first drawback. This uses your phone's battery, so my phone, and probably most phones, overheat very quickly. I was in a VR chat room for about 15 minutes when my phone completely froze got super hot, was not responding to anything on the touch or any kind of combination of the buttons. So I actually put it in the freezer to cool down because it was about 2 minutes. It was still super hot and not responding, and I kind of panicked and put it in the refrigerator, put it in the freezer actually. But about 2 minutes later, it started responding again. So that is a huge drawback with the Gear VR because it does use the battery from your phone. One of the things I started doing before I use it now is closing out all the apps, and I use my all-in-one app, my all-in-one toolbox app to actually cool down the CPU and close every single app and residual app, and I just basically boost it as much as I can to get it to not overheat as quickly. Again, I was in that VR chat room for about 15 minutes when it basically stopped working on me. There is a thing, I had to buy a remote because Minecraft VR came out. The VR compatible Minecraft Pocket Edition did come out about 2 to 3 days ago. We were super excited, bought it, downloaded it. It kind of sucked that I had to pay for it again because I had already paid for the regular Minecraft Pocket Edition, but it's just $7. It wasn't that big of a deal. However, you are not able to use it without a remote, so I went on Amazon and I bought this. There are very many different manufacturers that have this exact remote with, you know, their name on it. It is pretty simple. It is very small. It was super affordable. I got it for $7 and change. Let's just round it up to $8. It did not bring a charging cable, which was a bit annoying. It did work well. It was basically connect and play. I don't want to say plug and play because it was Bluetooth connectivity. It did, however, not work for Minecraft for me because I could not figure out what the configuration of the buttons would be to make it actually mine. I could throw items, I could jump, and I could go into my inventory and obviously move around and look around, but I was not able to mine, so I'm gonna just try a different remote or see if there's some sort of super secret squirrel way to do it. I do recommend you just go ahead and buy the remote. Up to now, it is pretty fun and it's pretty silly. It is not something that I would use extensively, again, because it does overheat my phone, which is a huge drawback to it. So I am going to go ahead and give the Samsung Gear VR 3.5 stars because it's killing my phone. I can't use it very long. It is a bit annoying to pay so much for something and then not be able to use it that regularly because I don't want my phone to die. I don't have $600 laying around where I can just replace my phone if I damage it, and I'm pretty sure overheating due to Gear VR use is not covered under the warranty and or the protection plan that I have it under. So it's fun. I'm not wowed because of the battery situation. The actual VR experience, it is super fun. It's something that I would like to keep on doing. I do get a little bit sick when I'm playing the games, but if I'm just watching a movie, it can be pretty immersive, and it's like being in a movie theater but better because you don't have to deal with people around you. If you put your headphones on and you just have the goggles on, and it's basically you're just seeing your movie, so it's pretty awesome. Again, my big issue with it is the battery situation and how it overheats my phone, and the fact that it is not very comfortable to use without a remote, though the remote is not a very high expense because, like I said, I got this for basically $8, a little bit less than $8 on Amazon. It is an inconvenience that if you buy this retail, you're paying $100 plus tax, and then you also have to buy a remote. It should just come with a remote, because I mean it's not going to kill them to get a bunch of these and add it, and then as a user, if you choose to upgrade your experience, you get a better remote. But just that is my personal perception and belief that it would be so much better if they just included one of these little tiny remotes to go with it. it would make the experience a little bit better. And then I also feel that if they integrate some sort of battery into this, it will make it a little bit heavier, but it will make it so that you're able to, you know, enjoy the experience a bit longer. Like, I'm actually kind of scared of using it now for very long because I don't want it to kill my phone. And that is my review of the Gear VR. It's kind of fun. It's not very practical because of the whole battery situation, but if you just want to play around with VR for 10 to 15 minutes, if you're able to get it on sale or from someone that you know and trust that hasn't damaged it and just doesn't like the experience, for you know, you're able to get it for less, then, you know, go for it. Like I said, it's a fun little toy to have. We do still use it occasionally, but it's very restrictive because of the whole battery situation. So again, I give it 3.5 stars, and I hope that Samsung in the future will figure something out about the whole battery and phone overheating situation. So I will see you guys in the next video.